There are so many games that I started, I got a significant amount of the way through, I lost a huge amount of progress, and then just never played again. So, thank you sincerely for the reminders. Not that it would happen on a recorded series, of course, but is a habit of mine. Facial mask skin cream. I'll take it. Come on, give me the ability to betray the town already. Oh no. Is like one of these pipes towards the town and one of them's towards the botanicals and I just chose the wrong one? That kind of seems likely. Or maybe I'm starting the reactor? Not entirely certain what's going on yet. In this area, at least. I've also got to back up to that extra room that I had the ability to open. Pavati sounds like a type of cheese. It's just because it's super close to Havarti. So I'll agree. Frankly, yeah, it sounds exactly like Havarti. With a P. Right, hang on. Where is the room that I now actually have the key to? Here, I think, right? Nope. Wasn't in there, but this looks interesting nonetheless. Terminal. Repair bay. Mechanics log 0012. Corporate just sent a team of technicians to conduct a complete refit of all our mechanicals every century and drone. It's not my place to say so, but this place doesn't run contrary to the Space's Choice mission of being as cheap as possible. Just in case I'm audited, I'd like to formally express how grateful I am to be part of the Space's Choice family. Space's Choice is a leading brand in affordable sundry across the Halcyon. It's not the best choice, but it's the Space's Choice. Mechanical log 20. Just finished your routine maintenance on our mechanical sentries. I found some strange modifications to their logic modules. I haven't had time to run a diagnostic, so I don't know what's been modified. All I know is these modifications were introduced in our recent retrofit. The company went through the trouble of retrofitting every single one of the mechanicals in the plant not a long time ago. Guessing this was one of the work of the visiting technicians? I filed a report, but the supervisor told me not to worry about it, said the company knew what it was doing. Ordered me to forget about any alleged modifications to the logic modules. Decided to do a little bit of sleuthing by my own self. Got my hands on a logic module. Time to do a little bit of experimentation. Right, so this is the worker that we've seen before, who found one of the modules and tried to pass it up the chain of command and didn't work out that well. Hastily written note. Borrowed a copy of Young Space's Borrowed a copy of Young Space's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. I think it's volume 3. Need something to read down to the pit. Much obliged, C. Higgins. Need a Kiwi accent next? I can't do that one. That and Canadian both are real hard for me for some reason. Right. Already dealt with everything in here. Find me the other one. Okay, so this is a room that was barred to go backwards. Yes, yeah, this is it. This is it. I'll take all of those, thank you. Also, weapon parts, Adrenotime, Adreno, corrupted logic module, and some bit cartridges. All right, let's see what they want us to do with the module. The logic module found in Emerald Vale's mechanicals, upgraded with suspicious components. Engineer's note, upgraded the old models with a kill on-site contingency install with care. Well, that seems like that's not going to be used in this mission. Seems like that's going to be used in a future mission where I get to turn like a whole town against their robots. Or rather, the inverse. I'm all about it. Find me that town, please. I'm ready for the cinematic moment. Think I'm starting to actually run backwards at this point, though. So let's actually start to descend again.
No, just leave me alone.
Higgins, I got another copy of the book for you. Oh, come on. I could jump that without getting hurt.
Go away, Phantom.
What are your legs made of, balsa? Fine, we'll just orderly descend, I guess.
Get away.
Put the gun away.
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram.
I definitely can't convince you with sneak. Okay, so it's good to finally see an option that is locked, because otherwise I don't know, there could be infinite different options that are just not appearing to me at this point. The fact that they appear but are locked is good news. Calm down, I'm not trying to hurt you.
You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil
That's
your
his name.
sprats before ingesting.
You're not imagining me. Slow down and tell me what's going on. You're eating sprats. I mean, slow down and tell me what's going on.
Clearly, I mistook you for one of the phantoms of my imagination, which terrorized me on occasion. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
How much time here alone do you spend reciting your own name, Chester? Just a question. What is it you do here? How long have you been down here?
Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days.
Okay, so you're jumping in and out of first person. I'm starting to doubt the D. What exactly do you do here?
Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
Ooh, you were an engineer? You've been surviving all this time. What happened to this place? We'll go for that first.
Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
And you weren't killed?
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
You mentioned being an engineer, or you've been down here this whole time. How did you not starve? We already know he's eating sprats. Let's go for the engineer.
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries. Repaired them, maintained, upgraded. Did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
Just over in the next section. Good. If you worked on these mechanicals, you must know a way to stop them, right? Was that before or after you became a Sister Pig Tycoon?
Oh, before. Definitely before. Sisty Pig Tycoonery was the apex of my long and storied career.
That's why you listed at the very end. I get it. How have you been surviving?
Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
So you ate sprats.
Braised. Boiled. Charred. Skewered. Sprats are good eating, friend. Chock full of brain food.
I can't judge you. Happened in this place, and that's horrible.
You mean, why did the mechanicals go on a murderous rampage? Same reason any of us do, I suppose. The voices told them to do it. I was on cleaning duty at the time.
And then we can skip the rest of those. Cool. If you worked on the mechanicals, you know a way to stop them.
I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
And I'll murder them. Seems like that'll be fine. I can deal with the mechanicals. I made it this far, didn't I? Yeah, exactly.
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
Okay, mechanicals follow the behavior of their logic model. Someone has tampered with it.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
Just wanted to ask you something as well.
Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy.
Well, that is what I wanted to know. All right, let's leave.
Forgot what you were gonna say?
As long as I know to start with the tail, I'm ready to get back out there. Although, hang on, where is the adjacent office you wanted to go to? Dude is a constant mood. I'll feel it. That's another level up. Cool. Whew. I'm kind of tempted, like, if there are late game companions, I'm kind of tempted to get them and then come back to areas like this just so I can see if they have any interaction, unique interactions with the people there. All right. Let's turn off the steam valve so I can actually make my way through here and loot them up. Retrofitted heavy power armor. It gives you -5 to stealth skills, +5 to heavy weapons. I don't actually want it. Like, I should take it at the absolute least. Maybe I put it on Pavati? Yeah. I mean, she just needs armor so she can get up close and personal and bop him. Bop him until she stops him. Okay. Already had all of that done. Fine. I kind of wish... I hate being that guy, but I kind of wish I had a little bit of a mini-map going on at the moment. I don't know what I'm doing pulling all these levers, but I'm hoping it's helping. Alright, up here, right? Nope. I can't build like a proper mental map of this whole area. Dank looking armor. It does kind of look like Raiders, like the Fallout 4 Raiders power armor, to be entirely honest with you. But then again, there's only that many designs for an exoskeleton, right? Oh, there is a mini map. Well, thank you. Much appreciated. Now I'll actually be able to know the direction I'm going occasionally. Save. A good point, well made. I'll do it instantly. So all the toxin free. I think I already did loot these. That's out of the office. Fine. Let's actually go straight towards the market this time. Fanewave, thank you very much for the subscription. Enjoy your remotes in chat and welcome to the Republic. Glad to have you. Oh, actually, thank you, Silly, for the gift sub as well. Much appreciated. It's in here, right? Not this level. There we go. We're fine. Anything down next to the crazy dude? There didn't appear to be. I'm happy to recheck though. Modify behavior and select new mode or new target. Let's go for a new mode. All the mechanicals in this facility have been mandated to remain in guard mode, or any attempt to alter this setting is punishable by law. Your infraction has been noted in your permanent record. C. Higgins. Oh no. Let's define the intruders. All persons or entities not identified as property of Space's choice. Define intruders as Space's choice auto mechanicals. Not identified as property of Space's choice. If I had like a certain Space's choice outfit, could I actually turn up and it'd be fine? They wouldn't target me? Definition updated, and yeah, please allow some time to process and remove all recently defined intruders. All right, minimap. Don't fail me now. Wait, what the? Oh! Is the solve outside? That seems wrong. Like, I think I'm supposed to continue descending back down, but... Well, it's the master control terminal. I don't know how I'm going to find my way over to that. Nothing seems to go in that direction as far as I can find, at least. Yeah, it's just leave. Just leave. Or there's just a whole wing of the building that I've completely accidentally ignored.
Everyone all right? Down they go.
Damn it. Yep, turns out there's like a whole right side. At the very least, it was not the correct way to go. It wasn't the correct way to go at the start, so. Accidentally found the completionist pathing.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Okay, keep him quiet.
I mean, it seems like Pavati's kind of on my side.
Excuse me, ma'am. Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
Get a power regulator.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
They may not deserve to be punished. But aren't they already kind of being punished? Isn't Edgewater awful for them? Aren't they constantly living under the fear that saying something wrong will get them excommunicated and then classed as a marauder and killed? Is this liberty? Is this your model of liberty, Pavati? I can't agree with that. Deserters are a community. I can't just destroy what they built.
Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred?
Is reveling in the misfortune of others, is schadenfreude justifiable if your interlocutor is bad or evil or something that you can class as like reprehensible or toxic in some way? It almost evokes the paradox of tolerance, right? To be tolerant of intolerance will end tolerance. So it's kind of like the complete inverse of that, right? Can you hate the hating? All right. See your point.
Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way.
I see your point. I think I'm ready to make a decision.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
I'm glad you did. I like hearing it from you. Don't worry about it. I was barely listening.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Pavati is a cinnamon bun, and I love her. She is now my second favorite character after Adelaide. Should I go and try and learn more about Adelaide before I do this? No. That status, 22% efficiency. Is Is there another option? It's running at 22% efficiency. Is there the possibility of raising the efficiency of this plant and powering both? Somehow I feel like that's definitely an option here. Not that it's not even necessarily the option that I want to do, but I will give the factory one more once over. Just in case. Okay, so it's local. Oh, right, it's just showing me the terminal still here. Fine. Fine. The more I think about it, the more that I feel like the search probably isn't going to be excellent. What if I told Higgins? Yeah, that's just a way out. What if I just straight up told Higgins, hey, my plan is to do this? All right, Higgins, where are you? We need to have an at-length conversation about this. Those are interactable, fine. No one should get any regulators, no problem. Yep. That's, I'm just gonna concede at this point in the game. I have realized that the task to get a regulator is something I'm not interested in doing. Frankly, I don't even want to get off this planet anymore. I'm gonna submit myself and start working. I mean, it kinda does look like there's nothing really else to do here at this point. I'll descend a couple floors and see if it gives me something. Apparently there's 4 different ways to resolve this one at the moment. And nothing on this level, makes sense. Anything on the final one? Nope. Alright, Higgins, you got anything updated to say? Not at all. Although I can't just straight up steal in front of you. Fine. I'm going to put that all towards the greenhouse. Time for me to make my mistake. Is this going to be my blowing up Megaton moment? Feels like it will be. Oh, hang on. It's out here, I think. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Just leaving without doing anything? I mean, leaving without doing anything is not really a you know, outcome, surely. Redirect power, continue to botanical laboratory. Blatant disregard for Space's choice property is being logged. Please report yourself to a designated supervisor for an immediate reprimand. I'll give it a go. But on the way, let's see what Adelaide has to say. That would be a blowing Tempe Tower up moment. I mean, you know, that's typically what I align with. Deserters are now friendly. Beautiful. Let's actually check out this fast travel. Lab. It's fine. It's fine. If I find out now that Annabelle is it's not Annabelle, it's Adelaide, is absolutely insane, I'm gonna feel real bad about it. I didn't do the proper amount of legwork at the start. What time is it for you, Raps? It is 1 p.m. exactly, which means that I'm going to start wrapping up real soon. Probably turn in this quest and then be done.
You hear that? That low, pleasant hum of electricity? It whispers across the veil like the winds of change. You've done well. I would have paid my last 5 bits to see the look on Reed's face when the last lamp in town burnt out and the cannery fell to silence.
You really have it in for Reed.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Again, as much of the story as I need to hear. No, I need more information. I need all of the information because I was feeling good about backing you up until you said, no, that's all you need to know. Head to the town all you want, it won't bring your son back.
Blunt as a hammer. But you're right. Nothing can undo the past. Time's come to look toward the future. We'll grow, I expect. A lot of workers out there with nowhere else to go.
You don't sound too pleased, and a lot more mouths to feed, or I'm not sure I made the right decision, and a lot more mouths to feed.
Not as many as you'd think. We're not about to let the whole town join our flock. Just the ones willing to renounce their corporate loyalties and live the way nature intended. I am curious. Why did you help us? You don't know who we are. You don't owe us a thing. The plant's crawling with mechanicals, so it stands to reason you risked your life.
Because I believe in the idea of a post-capitalist utopia. Between your camp and Reed's cannery, yours is the better way of life. I don't like the idea of being Reed's lackey. I didn't do this for you. I'm trying to repair a ship. I'd rather not say. Between your camp and Reed's cannery, yours is the better way of life.
You're not quite like anyone else I've met. You haven't had your consciousness programmed by the board. You're welcome among us if you're ever so inclined.
I'm pretty damn well inclined.
You are welcome here.
You're welcome here, but you should leave. Thought there'd be a little bit more fanfare as we turned in kind of our first large mission, although I imagine as I go back to Reed, there'll probably be a little bit more said about it. Just hit that save right there.